Joe Montana?
Jerry Rice?
Jim McMahon?
Phil Simms?
Let's mix it up. Welcome to Mixtape Generation.
Let's get things going. Mix it up. So what's the overall topic today from the 80s?
Well,
that is a sweet
do you like this football jersey?
That is amazing.
Yeah, I did play 1 year of football in high school and found out I wasn't very good.
I played 0 years in high school.
So yeah, it's a special, we could say a sports edition today of Mixtape Generation.
Love it.
Today, and we're doing something special today. We're only going to do one segment. Yeah, throw that bad boy on.
Headband
time.
Headband on.
And why the headband?
We're going to talk about the headband as we go out this Super Bowl preparation. We want to prepare you for the Super Bowl, reminding you of the greatness of the 80s.
Yes. So today what we want to do is go down the list of Super Bowl winners and contenders from the 1980s and maybe give our top
5.
Top 5, because one team played in like 4 Super Bowls.
40% of them. Yeah. They dominated.
So we'll do the top 5 Super Bowls and Super Bowl winners of the 1980s. And that's going to be our show today. We're not doing a double segment today. We're all football all the time.
So I was thinking, how can we help our Gen X generation remember to like
and subscribe? Is it, do you do an acronym? Is it like LAS? Like and subscribe? Like LAS? Like and subscribe and share, but we'll just keep that last. We'll just take that last day out. LAS.
There you go. So LAS it up if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, LAS it up.
Yes.
All right. So today we're going to do a game time segment, and why don't we roll it?
Let's roll it.
Here we go. All right, Super Bowls from the 1980s. Should we go down first and kind of break down what each Super Bowl, who was in
What is the Super Bowl? I'm sure our audience knows.
Yeah, they know what the Super Bowl is.
It's one of the biggest TV
sporting
viewerships
events in
the world.
Oh yeah, any event. Yeah,
of any event.
Of any event.
Close to our viewership, but a little bit bigger.
No, I think they're catching us. We need to stay on top of that so they don't catch up.
Yeah, we do.
There have been some great Super Bowls in our lifetime.
And amazing Super Bowl commercials.
Oh, the commercials.
Man,
I already saw one of the commercials coming out this week, and I was in tears. It was
so good.
I can't wait. So,
1980. Should we get things started with 1980?
Let's start with 81.
81?
81?
81. Okay.
Yeah. So it's 81 Super Bowl, which was the 80
season.
Raiders and Eagles. And the Eagles are back this year.
That is crazy.
And this would have been Super Bowl, what did we figure, 14 or something like that? 13, 14, 15, right around there. I don't have the number in front of me, but yeah. And it seemed to me as we go through this, there were a lot of dominating. Like scores. The Super Bowl scores weren't that close. They never really are they?
I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes. And you'll see on some of this, there's some close ones. But yeah, that first Super Bowl of the 80s, 1981, January 25th, the Raiders versus the Eagles. And the Raiders won that game, led behind Jim Plunkett. Yeah, we thought it was Mark Wilson, but it wasn't. It was Jim Plunkett.
Dominated
that game. I'm guessing Marcus Allen was probably still playing for the Raiders at that time, or maybe not yet. Maybe he came later. Yeah. He might have been in the 84 team.
They just had a really good team.
They did.
Looks like they worked together as a team, and the Raiders came about. And then we start a
dynasty, shall you say?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Unlike the TV show Dynasty.
Which is at the same time.
Yeah.
January 24th, 1982, we saw the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Smash mouth football.
And that was a close game.
Yes. Probably the closest one of the decade.
Yeah, I would probably, you'd be right. And the 49ers led behind, of course, the legendary Joe Montana.
I wonder if he'd like to be called Joseph. Probably not.
Jerry Rice, not quite yet the legend that he became And I don't know if he was even playing for them yet.
Did you have any traditions for the Super Bowl growing up?
No, just watched it. How about you?
I remember that I faked that I was sick so I could stay home and watch the Super Bowl.
Stay home from religious services?
Yes.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, because that's where, okay, I got you. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for some reason, our religious service was during the same time as the Super Bowl. And so I was
Later
able
in
to,
the afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, called in sick.
Called like 7-year-old Chance. I won't be there today. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not feeling well. Yeah, we do more nowadays as far as creating traditions.
That's good.
And getting together with friends and having lots of food and enjoying the event.
That's great.
And some are there for the game and some are there for the commercials and some could care less. They're just there for the food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the friendships.
And the friendships and the memories. Thanks for the memories. 1983, January 30th, 1983, we see the Miami Dolphins. Oh, the sad Miami Dolphins.
Can't buy it.
Poor
Can't
Dan
buy it.
Marino. And the Washington Redskins, led by
Jose Theismann, right?
Theismann. Yeah, Joe Theismann. The legendary Joe Theismann. Was that John Riggins, I believe?
Yeah.
Running back?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great team.
Great team. Great Super Bowl. I remember those Redskins Super Bowls in the 80s.
Brought our capital a Super Bowl. Fantastic.
Yes. So that was a closer one. A 10-point win for the Redskins. Okay, going up next, 1984, we see the Raiders back in the Super Bowl again against the Redskins.
That's amazing. Not a close game.
Not even close, no. 38-9, Raiders dominated that game. Again, led behind Jim Plunkett and Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen dominated.
And Todd Christensen. Look at that.
Look at that receiver. Yeah.
Todd Christensen. Love Todd Christensen.
Local
Yes,
hero.
local hero here in Utah. Okay, then we go to 1985. The sad Miami Dolphins again.
Jeez.
Dan Marino, sorry, man.
Sorry, Dan.
Against the San Francisco 49ers. Here is the 49ers' second Super Bowl win of the decade. So, 49ers win again. All right, here we go. 1986. Throw that headband
I can put this on now, yes.
Headband goes
Put this on. Headband.
The 1985-86 Chicago Bears.
Jim McMahon.
The Bears.
Super Bowl Shuffle.
Super Bowl
They
Shuffle.
have their own music video.
I suggest you go watch it.
Well, we might
Or
put
maybe-
a link up. We should.
Maybe we should just play it. Let's play a little snippet of it right now.
do it.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good, blowing your mind like we knew we would.
That was such
Great memories.
a classic. Against the New England Patriots, which we didn't know anybody on that team.
No, welcome to the NFL. But then you later.
But the Bears had so many characters on that team. You had
Yes.
McMahon, Sweetness, Walter Payton. You had Mike Singletary, who was the scariest man in all of football.
Yes. Amazing. That's a great way to describe characters.
Willie Gault,
They
I
could
think
have
he was a
had their own,
receiver.
Sitcom.
Characters. They could, each one of them.
Yeah, amazing.
The Fridge Perry. And you know what's funny? We'll come back to this maybe. I'll just mention it now. They made such a big deal about Refrigerator Perry, his size, because he was a defensive lineman, right? And you go back and watch him now, and you're like, dude's like tiny compared to football players today.
That's true.
He would be just like a fullback today.
Yeah.
So, but back then he was huge, the Refrigerator. So yeah, Bears won 46-10, dominated the Patriots in that Super Bowl. Made them look like it was embarrassing. All right, 1987, January 25th, we have the Denver Broncos led by John Elway against the New York Giants led by Phil Simms. And that Super Bowl went to the Giants.
39-20.
39-20.
Dang.
And then the following year, Broncos are back again, 1988, against
Almost a rematch.
Joe Theismann and the Redskins.
And the Redskins won. Dominated.
Killed them, 42-10.
What were his passing yards on that one? That's a lot.
Oh, and that was Schroeder. I think that's the year because Theismann got his leg broken that season.
Oh, man. Hey.
89, Niners are back again. Montana, Rice against the Cincinnati Bengals. Poor Bengals. They just, yeah. 16-20 though, close game.
Yeah, close game.
Very close game.
Close game.
But Niners win again, and then the final team, the 89-90 Super Bowl. Niners were back. This time it was Joe Montana and Steve Young got to play some that season. I believe that was Montana's last season with the Niners. Against the Broncos. Poor Broncos.
55-10.
That's
like a video game.
Yeah.
That's like playing
Madden.
That
on easy mode.
Yes, that is. What are some of your favorite Super Bowl treats, Adam, that you say that you look forward to?
Any kind of finger food. I like bacon wrapped Smokies that you cook in the little crock pot. Those are so good.
Do they do bacon wrapped jalapenos?
Let's do it. Stuffed with cream cheese.
We'd love to know what your favorite.
Yeah, let us know.
are.
Let us know in the comments. Also, I like when they take the little croissants and wrap them around little Smokies and bake those.
We called those pigs in a blanket.
That's right.
Growing up.
They still call them that.
I love those. Those are fantastic.
Dip them in like
So many
different sauces,
too, yeah.
mustard or a sweet and sour or a barbecue.
Ketchup. I don't know if you've heard of ketchup.
Catsup?
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, beautiful.
What about you? What's your snack go-to?
I love this little sliders too.
Oh.
When you make little sliders.
See, we don't have those at our parties.
Maybe we should make some for the crew.
Let's do it. Sliders.
Hamburger sliders.
You know what else would be
marvelous.
good? It would be like just a tray of Chick-fil-A nuggets. A big tray of Chick-fil-A nuggets. I should bring Chick-fil-A in just as a sponsor.
I think we could do a whole episode on chicken nuggets.
Oh my gosh.
I think they first came out in the 80s.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah. Marvelous.
Marvelous. Yeah, so lots of snacks. Let us know what you like. Of course, you got to have a bevy of beverages.
That was a great term. Bevy of beverages.
A bevy of beverages.
That's marvelous.
I'm going to trademark that. Cokes and Dr. Peppers, and if you're a alcoholic drinker, then you'll have your beverages there too, mixes and stuff there. Mixtape, we're mixing it up, right? You mix up your Super Bowl. That's what the Super Bowl is all about, is mixing it up.
We recommend a coconut syrup and then some cream. Add that to your Diet Coke.
That needs to be added this year to the event.
Yeah, we got to get that
Bring
going.
some flavorings and some creams. You should do it. Have yourself a dirty soda at your Super Bowl party.
Okay.
People won't complain.
Let's break these down. What are your top 5? One being your favorite, 5 being your...
Well, okay, number 1, I'm going to the Bears. Sorry. I loved... Okay, and I was talking to someone else about this today too. I've never been exactly a team fan. I've been a player fan.
Yeah. I think a lot of us in Generation X are. We like the players.
We like the players.
Like the personalities.
And usually you're following players that played at the college that you cheer for.
Yeah, that's true. You followed them.
And I was a BYU fan, still am. And so Jim McMahon, who was probably the greatest quarterback ever to play at BYU. That's
so good.
Some people might argue that, but to me, he was the greatest. So I followed him when he left and went to the Bears. But then you had all the other, as we said, the characters of the Bears. You never saw that in NFL football. You didn't see this. They were like primetime, ready for TV. Prior to that, you had the Steelers of the 70s. And, you had Mean Joe Green and Terry Bradshaw. And there were some characters, but the Bears took it to a whole new level.
True.
They had the song and the music video.
You're right.
You had Ditka, who, they made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. It was just like the Bears were part of the culture. And I loved the Bears. And Walter Payton, one of the greatest running backs of all time. So that's my number 1.
Okay.
What's your number 1?
I'm going to go with the true winners, the 49ers. They were consistently good.
Yeah.
They never lost when they made it to the Super Bowl.
Never.
And great leadership, great team. And 49ers, I think someone was interviewing Joe Montana, said, how did you deal with a loss in a Super Bowl?
He's like, I didn't.
I didn't have to. I didn't have to deal with the loss.
Although when he went to the Chiefs, did he get into a Super Bowl? He might have had a loss there. I don't know if he ever got to the Super Bowl
but
with
anyway,
the Chiefs.
just an amazing team, and just dominated in the 80s.
I would probably, if I wasn't such a horrible Bears fan, I would say the Niners of the 80s are the number one team.
Sure.
And really, you can't argue it. But I do love the Bears, so they become my number one. But Niners would be my number two.
Yeah.
This is going to be controversial. I didn't like Joe Montana.
That's okay.
And the only reason I didn't like Joe Montana, because the way the press, this might not even be true, but the way the press dealt with Steve Young coming in and the way they portrayed Montana as the bad guy, and he didn't treat Young well because he knew Young was going to be the one taking. Yeah. You don't know if all that's true, but as a teenager.
I think it's true.
Okay, all right.
Maybe we should go with the team that we feel the most sorry for.
That's definitely the Miami Dolphins.
Or the Denver Broncos.
Or the Broncos. But you know what, though? I don't feel bad for the Broncos because Elway eventually got his Super Bowl.
That's true.
Marino never did. And he was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's true. Yeah. So, number 3, 4 go between Raiders and Redskins. How about number 5, the number 5 team? I mean, really, there is no other.
Yeah.
They have to be the Giants. It's number 5 because they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's...
Everything else is Redskins, Niners, Raiders, and Bears.
Those Eagles popping up. That's impressive.
Yeah.
And then now they're in this Super Bowl.
Legendary coaches of the 80s. That's a whole other thing. Tom Landry.
Mike Ditka.
With the hat. No, Landry had the hat.
Yeah, Landry had the hat.
Landry and Ditka. There's no Cowboys on there.
Didn't do anything in the 80s.
That's crazy. They must have been a 90s team. They had Aikman. Because they had Aikman.
Yeah.
And it was Aikman and Young, so it was the Cowboys and the Niners in the 90s.
Yeah.
But, not in the 80s. But that was Tom Landry time. And he was a legend. How did he not get to the Super Bowl?
Maybe 70s?
Might have been 70s. Yeah. So there you have it. Super Bowl number 1, Niners, me, Bears. But I could go to Niners if somebody bribed me, paid me enough money.
One thing I've learned, I've been volunteering at a elementary school.
It's nice to volunteer.
Thank you. Mixing it up, taking my talents to the... And they do, every few hours, they do a brain break. They'll listen to music, do some little exercise and stuff. And I thought maybe Mixtape Generation could be a brain break for our audience.
Everybody needs a brain break every once in a while.
Thursday afternoon, you're driving home, take this as a brain break.
Yeah.
Relax.
Life is stressful. We have a lot of stresses in life. I do, you do, everybody does. And you need that time, a little self-care, a little time to take care of yourself, and let Mixtape Generation be that 20 minutes to step away and just take a break.
And studies show that reminiscing about the 80s helps your stress levels.
What study was that?
It's the study.
The study?
Of the study.
Oh, the study of the, yeah.
So
I remember that.
Reminisce with a friend.
You know what, though? I do think, it's fun to look back, right?
Right.
And look back and reminisce about memories of the past. But it's also important to live in the now, right?
Yeah.
To take each one day at a time, focusing on today, and what can you do to make today a great day, and make life a little better for yourself and those around you.
It's true. Yeah. Make a new mixtape. Always adding songs to your mixtape, and invite your friends to do the same.
Yeah. We hope you enjoy the big game coming up Sunday. And, some of you will be watching this, of course, after the big game. And you'll know who the winner is. But Chance, who have you got?
I'm going to reveal. I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Wow, he's going Eagles. That is the
Eagles.
Up. There you go. That's like a good old Jim McMahon headband right there.
There you go.
Eagles. He's going Eagles. Do I have to pick a winner?
Yes, you do, young Adam. Come on.
I'm torn. I'm okay with either one winning.
Are you walking on broken glass?
I am walking on broken. I would like to see, though, and I think we will see a three-peat. It's never happened, I don't believe.
Chief Pete?
A Chief Pete. Is that
I don't know.
I think it'll be the Chiefs.
Okay.
So there we go.
Why do you want the Chiefs?
I'd just like to see a three-peat.
Okay.
I love Andy Reid. I think he's a great coach. So yeah, Chiefs for me.
Yeah, and Chiefs are amazing. They're great for football. The running game with the Eagles is just incredible.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the things go on Sunday, and hope you enjoy your Super Bowl party, whatever it is you're doing. Invite family, invite friends, or watch it alone. It's up to you. Whatever works
If
for
you need
you.
someone to watch it with, give us a call.
Give us a call. We'll come watch it with you. Just don't forget, life is a giant mixtape. Everything we do every day is like a mixtape. We can choose how we're going to spend that day, what we're going to do with our time, what we're going to accomplish that day. So mix it up. Get out there and mix up your day and make a new tape today.
Make a new tape. Thank you for joining us. We love you. Have a great day.
See you next time.